First, I just want to establish that I'm not in orbit. Well, I always loved Luna as a group. I found them very skilled and such a shame that so much talent is being wasted by a trash company, which is sadly very often in the K-pop industry. In the industry, there have been a tons of bad companies, but I think BlackBerry Creative has hit a new low. Let's congratulate them for being officially one of the fullest companies in the whole K-pop industry. It baffles me how childish BlackBerry is. Yesterday they announced that they decided to postpone the comeback indefinitely. In that letter, they shamelessly blamed the fans for it as if the fans are the villain of the story, and they are the misunderstood victims. Such pettiness. Like, how in the world can you insult your own fans? You know, the ones who are giving you the money you desperately need. Then they, and again with no shame at all, admitted that they haven't been making any money and that's why they could not properly pay the members. Now, I understand that you can't give money that you don't have, but then as a company, you should at least come up with actual solutions or just accept the fact that you failed and disband the group, or maybe put them on hiatus the time you find a way to keep the company afloat. But no, they refused to make any decent decision and instead kept their members in a slave contract. They didn't even get better in terms of managing both the company's money and the members' activities, keeping the mess going. Then they were surprised and one of the members got fed up and sued them. It seems the company thinks both the members and the fans are stupid. That letter just showed us how much they don't have respect for either of them. Like, all your little secrets have been exposed. How can you pretend that nothing is going on? Seriously? The decent and mature thing to do at this point will be to properly apologize instead of trying to play blind. The new comeback was definitely made to cover up the whole Chuu situation and distract the public from it, but they just made it worse. Like, even the other companies who are known for badly dealing with scandals are not as stupid as them. In summary, BlackBerry is gaslighting both their members and Luna's fans with not a single ounce of shame. But how did we get to this? Let's talk about this whole mess from the beginning. What was funny about BlackBerry accusing Chuu of abuse of power was that pretty much everyone had already no trust in their word and knew that something shady was going on. Since Chuu filed a lawsuit against them and won, therefore exposing the mistreatment, no one was going to blindly believe what this company was going to say. However, when statements about idols being accused of serious misbehavior are made, it is important to keep an open mind because we never know. We were not there and we don't personally know that idol. What we see on TV, all the smiles and everything can be fake. You'll be surprised how many idols, because they have no choice but to keep their good image, pretend to be kind when they are not. Therefore, we should not jump into conclusions and think they are innocent from the start. That is why fans asked the company to provide actual proof, but the company replied by saying it was the bullied employees and Chuu's responsibility to give the proof of the situation. I was so shocked. If this statement was actually true, how can you ask the victims, the employees that you pretend to care so much about, to give proof instead of you, the accuser? How disrespectful this will have been to them. At that point, BlackBerry thought they could get away with it and that the public opinion would be on their side. But they miserably misread the situation as so many came forward to defend Chuu. It was not just fans and friends, but also her own staff, the supposed victims who raised their voice in Chuu defense. Even companies who have worked with her defended her. Now, it is important to understand when a company decides to publicly defend you, it is serious for them because if Chuu ends up being a staff bully, the image of the company defending her will be tarnished too. Therefore, those companies putting their own public image at stake gives a lot of credibility to the argument about Chuu being falsely accused. There were also other artists who worked with her, who defended her, and even exposed in social media the mistreatment of Chuu by BlackBerry. It has now become difficult for us to believe BlackBerry will still refuses to give any proof to back up their initial statement. Recently, Dispatch themselves shared chat texts between Chuu and BlackBerry. Those texts, along with Chuu's statement to Dispatch, tell us that BlackBerry had to pay penalties whenever they breached the new revised contract they had with Chuu. Chuu and her mother let it go a few times, but during the filming of the recent comeback, BlackBerry mismanagement caused trouble again, and Chuu and her mother had enough. They asked the company to pay the penalties, and looks like that is what BlackBerry was referring to as abuse of her power. Like, what the heck? Anyway, it looks like the relationship between BlackBerry and Chuu got worse and worse until the company decided to kick her out. What about the reason? Well, it's just because she literally just wanted to take back what was rightly hers. As mentioned before, and as you know, BlackBerry decided to announce a comeback with the 11 girls for this January. This was obviously a move to distract the public and the fans away from this whole mess and erase Chuu from the group. Of course, the fans decided not to support this ridiculous comeback at all. That's when the boycott started. This boycott was big enough to actually work and force BlackBerry to postpone the comeback indefinitely. Thus, the letter we got yesterday. Now, a lot of people are divided about this boycott. Some say it is necessary and others think it's not fair for the member who work hard for this comeback. But you see that's the problem. Even if they work hard for this comeback, they won't get anything from it, as BlackBerry will be the one receiving most of the money because of their slave contract. Will the company be smart and start managing the money properly in a smart way? I thought about it and I don't think so, since they didn't all those years. In the meantime, the members will have to work like crazy through the promotion, getting sick and tired and all that for nothing. Considering all that, it will be better for them not to do this comeback. I also want to add the fact that the members have expressed more than once their wish to either change their contract or leave the company altogether. So supporting the new comeback will have just caused misery to them and show BlackBerry that they can get away with it. I am actually happy that the boycott worked because it showed the company that people are not taking their BS anymore. To conclude, this whole situation is a whole mess. At this point, if BlackBerry wants to save their face, they should just give up their stupid lies and apologize, as I mentioned in the beginning of the video. By apologizing, they will regain at least a few of their lost credibility. But as things are evolving, I feel that Loona disbandment is imminent. BlackBerry will do anything to keep the group, but eventually they won't have any choice but to give up if nobody gives the group support anymore. In my case, I will soon do a Kpop commentary on how the Loona project failed so badly in comparison to other groups who also took the unconventional way and managed to somehow succeed enough to survive. Dreamcatcher being the best example of it. Stay tuned by subscribing to my channel, don't hesitate to like and share the video, and I'll see you in another video. Bye bye!